Right, model car video restoration number one. First thing you need is a swivelly turntable to show the thing off on. Let's build one, eh? Here's a bearing I found, and a washer, and a piece of wood I have carefully crafted from a piece of old pallet. That's right. Obviously we can glue this later, but that'll do. So, as per all good model restorations, you need a car, place car in middle of deck, go down here, and if you watch on YouTube they always do that, just so you can see the car. And you can see this one is pretty tired. I don't know how it's been. Bought it some new wheels, or tyres should I say, so that's all good, and it's even got the little spare wheelie thing in there. And we'll have a make sure we keep hold of that. Bought a new one, £1.60, and you can see the tail lights are either missing or broken or whatever, so I need to do something about that. Okay, next job, I'm going to glue my little deck thing together, and I'll spray it white, and then we can have a look at it later when it's all finished. Right, I've got the car in the vise. Well, basically I'm going to drill these rivets out. You can do it one-handed if you try real hard. Don't need to go down too far. And I've never done this before, so we'll see how we get on. I'm sure it's be something horrible will go wrong. I can't do something weird. That seems alright. Right, I'll just pause for a minute while I just deal with the rest of it. Right, now we get the bigger drill. There it is. And we're going to take the top of it very carefully. Right. And like that. Right. Again, I'm going to have to play with it off video just to make sure that those drills are just deep enough so that the rivet heads come off, and then we should be able to get the body apart. Okay, so you can sort of see that the head of the rivet's detaching from the pin of the rivet. And the same on that one, the same on that one. With that in mind, we're going to get a screwdriver under it, screwdriver under it, see what happens. One moment, I'll find a screwdriver. I'll put the spare wheel over there, by the way, so we don't lose it. Here's an interesting thing I found on this one. You can push it down, look, and see that the rivet is not quite clear of the hole. So what I'm going to do is go off camera and just take those heads off with the drill without damaging this base plate. Because that's quite important. Notice I've got a bit of foam down here just for grins as well. So, be back in a minute. Right, okay, so things to bear in mind, screwdriver goes in behind the wheel there, so you're not levering. If you lever on this bit here, you're going to break your bumper, and you want to be careful not to damage your tyres too much, or get too much muck on them anyway, because you'll want them later. And I'll continue on the front one now, and again I'll be back in. Right, okay, after quite a bit of wiggling, the big screwdriver in there, and has finally wicked it off. I had to go up the size of the drill, there it is, to really get the top off that front one. Okay, what have we got in here? Let's have a look. We got plate, a couple of pins there that obviously located in there. We've got a steering mechanism here, we need to keep an eye on that. Don't lose any of those bits, do we? I guess we better find a tray or something. I want. Here's one I prepared earlier. And we'll use that for cleaning the body anyway. Let's have a look. Right, plate. I took the front wheels off as well, the front tyres. spare tyre, I don't lose that. What else we got? So we've got the inner plate of the boot, which has got the bumper on it. That will get repainted, probably sprayed first, and then I bought some nice metallic silver to go on that, some Humbrol enamel 191. We'll see how that goes. The gold is actually for the bodywork, and wasn't really sure whether I needed any red lights or not. I think I've got some jewels for it, but I've got some red gloss just in case, as I was in the local store. This is coffee, important stuff. Okay, right, boot lid. Come out. No, so the plastic middle out. There's the plastic. Probably a bit of a soak in some very warm, very gently soaked in some warm soapy water, not too hot, don't want to melt it or deform it. I'm gentle with that. I'm guessing the glass is in there. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Probably just needs a quick wash and a bit of a polish maybe. With a cloth, nothing too abrasive. So I've got some stuff you use on front headlamps of cars. Might put a little dab of that on just to clean it. Double stuff for plastic, not for anything else, of course. Oops, yeah, wheels have come off. So okay, so making a note of the wheels. They are clips like that. Obviously this one's gone runabout, so I'll take the little metal bit out, take the wheel out, take the other wheel out, and now there's some springs in here. We don't want to lose those because that'll pretty much mess things up. So I'll have those out. And then we're left with these lovely pin things. Now I watched a video on this from a guy called Bob Willis, and he said these pull out. So let's see if they'll come out. Probably. Yep, there we go. Bit of a wiggle, so I'll take those out because I don't want to lose them either. Come on. Let's get one. Bear with me a second. I'll just get that out. And finally the boot lid. That needs to come off. There we go. Just drops off. It's just a little clip on there. So we've got two bits here that need to be what do you call it? Paint stripped. I don't think this paint's going to pose much of a problem. It seems to be mostly flaking off anyway after, what's this, 1961, so it's now 2019, so I would say that's probably 71, 81, 91, 2001, 2011, 2019, what do you say, 58, something like that. Right, okay, so I shall now go and get some boiling water, caustic soda. I should have rubber gloves and goggles, and then we'll do a job on this paintwork, and then we'll see where we go. Always you put the camera down and suddenly remember that you haven't done the front end at all. As you can see, it's got one eye missing and a grill still on it, so I've got to get that out somehow. Let's have a look. And again, I followed Bob's videos, or had a look at it beforehand. Apparently those things just push out, so that pushes out the headlights. Let's see if that'll go one hand. Yep, there we go, one. So that one's the blind one. That'll be an eBay job for about 4mm rhinestone. I don't know, I'll have to go look for that. See if I've got one. I'll see if I can buy one anyway. A couple of quid somewhere. Let's see if that will come up. There we go, here comes the other one. And that one's still in good nick. It's got a yellow stone in it. Let's put it down there so you can see it. Look at that. Bigger than my wife's engagement ring, that one. Right, and then this other bit, I think it all comes off in one chunk. Let's have a double look, see. Yeah, it's that big old rivet there. That's going to be a moment. I suggest I'm going to need a drill that comes in through there. Oops. Find something a bit longer. This paintbrush. A drill that comes through there somehow. That might be it that way, or I can get it that way. And then once I've taken that off, we can take that off, and then we can start to. Oops, sorry. So get that off, and we can take this bit off, and then we can start cleaning it all up a bit. Right, let me go find a drill. Right, I found this really long drill, and doing it a few turns at a time. The old adage of you can only take it off the once. Took the head off the where's it gone there? The rivet there, and eventually it pushed out through the front. You can sort of go like that. Okay, so that bit there is actually damaged. The top of it's missing. There's sort of a little Bentley bit. You can buy these for about £3 or £4, something like that. so I shall probably replace that with a new one whilst I've got the whole thing apart. If not, you paint it up with chrome paint and put it back on. Right, back in the tin, so I've got all my bits there in the tray. Let's try not to lose that. Put the boot lid in there as well, just for fun. Anything else on the car itself? No, I think we've got it all now. So I'm just probably going to put a little rat tail file across there and there, so because we're going to somehow put it all back together again in, one day. Probably have to drill these down a bit to glue some rivets in or something. I'll get back to you on that when I've had to think about it. Right. Cleaning it up, I have noticed a thing. So the tail light there is missing. See that? And this one needs to be taken out before we start mucking about trying to clean it up. So I think these just push out or slide down because the other one's obviously fallen out. That's yeah, just slide them out with your thumb. Look. Again, available to purchase, so I'll probably go to buy a set of those. In fact, I already have bought a set of them, so we'll pop them in when we're finished. Okay, car's now, body's now complete. I've had a file around these things. I just want to check that the plate bit goes back on nicely. Get it back on easily. Because at some point I'm going to have to attach something to those. Probably a couple of old rivets. Right, okay. I shall be back in a minute. Kettle, jar, car, caustic soda. Apparently it's just batshit crazy. Should be going to see what happens. Right, there it is. Obviously it's starting to rain as well whilst I'm doing it, just for grins. Ooh, that's exciting. Yeah, that was a bit more vicious than I thought. Right, we'll just let that do its thing for a minute while I sort myself out. See you later. Right, so we're back. The parts have been washed off under the tap. The nasty stuff's been chucked down the drain because it was yucky. And we're back with a Dremel type thing. It's not actually a Dremel, it's something else, but with a brass brush on it. I'm going to buff each part carefully until we've removed any remaining paint before it hardens up again. And again, I'm not going to do this on camera because I need both hands, so I'll be back in a moment. Things that other videos might not tell you, which I found out today. Right, the rivets come that you order on, or get from wherever you get them, come, and they're about 6 mils long. The holes you have in the car are typically, I don't know, after you've drilled them out a bit, 3-4 mil, and these things don't really go in very well. So what you have to do is file the ruddy things down and then take all the burrs off the outside one. See if I can get this one out so you can see it. So basically you can see that I've cut this one to nearly a third of the length of where it came out of the packet, and also filed off the all the knurly bits around here so it drops into the hole here, nice and sort of, you don't want it too loose, but at the same time you don't want it so tight, because when you're pushing it in, you might damage your new paintwork, which will be on here if you're not careful. Anyway, right, so I should now get those done and then I will continue to spray it up. First attempt at airbrushing, seems to have gone okay. A few flat spots, but we'll see how it dries. And there we are, it's all done.